Hello and welcome. I hope this one will be much better. Seems technology is also trying to adapt. So when you move and try to make a change, also technology is trying to adapt. So are you adapting? Welcome to today. It's a beautiful sunny day, and I'm hoping that you are enjoying the sun wherever you are, or you are enjoying the weather you have wherever you are. Welcome. It's another beautiful day. I want to ask you if you're adopting. I'm checking on you to see, as a leader, how are you managing change? My name is Winnie Kamuya, CEO, International Renaissance Center, an international best-selling author, speaker, and a coach. Welcome. You can adapt, and you will adapt. One of my mentors said, two things change your life. Either something new comes to your life, or something new comes out of you. That is Brendan Bouchard. So, which of the two is occurring to you? How is it affecting you? And how are you coping? And what are you doing? I want to look at 4 things that will help you to at least manage, adapt. I want to believe that you know that as a human being, you are one of the people that are able to adapt easily despite every challenge, because God has given us that gift. So if you are adopting, are you changing? Are you accepting? What are you doing to ensure that you will be on the other side? Just a reminder that it takes 66 days, actually, apparently from the recent research studies, to install new habits. So maybe at this stage you are in the first stage where you are confused, you are not happy, you are in denial, and that is the first 22 days where you just wake up and really you don't feel like doing anything, because at that first stage, that is where you're still fighting with the change, because you didn't plan for it. It just came. Remember, change can be triggered by many factors. In this case, it's the pandemic that is causing and triggering the change. So we have to change, and within the next 66 days, we could find ourselves installing new behaviors. And as we go through the 3 phases, it's good to understand that it is really normal and you're going through the normal process of change. So at this stage, you are denying, you are resisting, you are not happy, you don't actually want to face the day, you don't want to wake up, you don't want to hear anything, or you are listening to a lot of news and you just feel enough, have just had enough of it, and I really don't need any more of this. You will reach a point after 22 days where you will accept. This is where we are, and that is my first point. Direction. You say, where are we, or where am I? Where are we going, or where am I going? Now you're seeking direction. You've accepted. It is not the usual normal that you had before. So where am I? And that is the beginning of you to take a new direction. So you are going into the second phase, where you accept and where you begin to adjust, and where you begin to find ways to cope, to adjust to the new reality. And this is where you ask the question, where am I going? And you could start mapping out where you are going. As an organization, technology is taking over, and you need to adjust your systems to be able to adopt and see how do you use technology to ensure business is going on or work is going on. So for most of us working from home, then we are seeing ourselves adjusting to ensure we are still giving the same productivity that we were giving while still in the office. in the new environment, we must be productive and thrive. And if we thrive, then our organizations will also thrive. We don't want to leave you behind. I believe that you too will thrive. We all shall thrive. Number 2, communication, understanding what is happening, and we are all getting that information. I'm sure by now we know what is happening. It's a pandemic, and we know that we need to do A, B, C, D, and with that information, we know adjusting needs to be in a particular way. So if we are getting the information, and if we know what is happening and how we should handle ourselves during this time, then we are in a better place, because then we can be able to adjust. Then we need to take back our power, because we've lost control in terms of some of the things that we cannot control. Now we need to focus. What can I do? What do I need to do? What am I able to control during this time? There are things you cannot control, there are things you can control. Can you control your focus to remain productive and to thrive? If you can, that is good, because now you can focus on what you're supposed to be doing on a day-to-day basis, despite being in a different location, despite being in isolation. And now we have something that will crop up that we never thought about, and this is what is making organization change, because there's going to be a new culture. How we do things here at home, how we do things at work, it's going to be different. So what cultural changes are going to take place? We are adopting, we are learning, we are growing. So what are the new innovations we need to bring in so that we can be able to adapt and take up the new cultural behaviors that we shall have? Technology is here, we can use it, and we can learn and grow. We have people we can outsource to get more and to get a lot of help to ensure that we are able to adopt and change, as you know. Because at the end of it all, we need to continue thriving, giving results, being productive. And if we are going to be productive and thrive, we are going to change and learn a lot. So the 4 things that will be critical for your success in terms of managing change, we need to understand. Number 1 is the direction. Where are we right now? Where are you right now? Where are you going, or where will you be going as an organization? Communication. What is happening? And we've seen a lot of communications to help the organizations change. Power. What do you need? What do you need to do at this point? This is what you can do within the limitations or within what we are able to control. If you can't control certain factors, you've got to change the way you perceive them or the way you are going to interact with that. And lastly, you are going to find that the culture changes. How do you incorporate that, the organization, in your life? Because a lot of things are going to change. So it is very important for you to know that you can adapt, because at this point you have very little choice but to adapt. And given the fact that you are human, you have to remember that you have the ability to change and adapt very fast. So allow yourself to move from holding on to things that now are not working, and move to a place where you can learn and grow and be able to continue thriving. Thank you so much for watching and taking your time to learn the critical factors that you need in terms of managing change that you're going through. I hope this will be very, very useful to you, to your organization, to ensuring that you are successfully managing change, because change is here, and change is the only thing that is constant at this moment. Until next time, leave your comments and feedback below, and feel free to share with your colleagues. Thank you and goodbye.